Hey Rebels. Okay, so your ancestors and your spirit team would like to get in touch with you. And I'm pretty sure you feel like you're already in tune with them, right? They're saying get in tune, stupid, because there is a place in regards to you that you have been avoiding about yourself. There's a specific place within you that you have been avoided in regards of yourself that they've been trying to get in contact with you. You feel and you know that something's not right about yourself. And I'm sure there are so many of us who would like to feel like, oh, well, there's nothing wrong. Yes, we would like to feel that. We would like to even be acknowledged as there's nothing wrong with us. But if there was nothing wrong, what could you possibly be adjusting about yourself going forward? Where is it that you can grow from going forward if nothing's wrong? Now, not to say that it specifically has to be seen as wrong, but more so you're not in alignment somewhere. So, your spirit guides and your ancestors would like to have this conversation with you. I see the cards laying out, but as it happens, when we just go with the flow and just get to talking, you never know what's going to come out. So, let's start with this card here. And it says, you are doing your best, and that is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and the feelings that don't feel good. Focus all of your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you are changing relationships, careers, or cities. Whatever it is, the crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change. So your spirit team is saying that you're ready. You're ready. But there's a fragment of you that is causing for hesitancy. Okay. So then you also have passions ignited. Live with passions by stepping into what feeds your soul and gives you joy. When you choose to make room for this in your life, the universe will respond by creating opportunities that support your spirit's purpose and passions. Yeah, like two more messages back in behind the scenes, okay? Because remember, they're really so invested in you, and not just helping you regulate your emotions and your nervous systems, but you being created and being creative in this space of not being delusional, not feeling that you're hallucinating, not running with the narratives that others have laid at your feet, attempting and actually putting in further effort of making you or creating you to believe that what they say about you is true. You are building the structure of your life. You make the rules, though you abide by certain authorities because certain respected spaces, like for instance, if you are renting an apartment, of course you have to respect that person's property. You're borrowing it. You borrow time, borrow space, but that seems to be something that most people do not respect when it comes to you. And Spirit is telling me that it's deemed and rooted in competition. Okay. So you also have back here, be still and tune in, for there is something afoot lurking alongside you with Wildcat and with the Maypole, which we know, I don't know if you know, but the Maypole definitely has this history. So if you would like to go look at that and see if anything resonates with you in regards of the Maypole and the history of the Maypole, maybe that might trigger something. Oh, and your intuition. Okay, it says, I am fertile in what I seed, SEED. For there is a reason to dance and drink upon the riches I receive. Okay, so you You've been doing what you've been able. Confirmation. You've been doing what you've been able. Why are we pulling over here already, Spirit? Spirit got a further message. I know, I know. You like, what's on the table? What's on the table? All right, baby. King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. They would like for you to understand that you are a very giving person. You are on the right path. You are doing well in your counsel of yourself with the assistance of your ancestors and your spirit team. Do not deny yourself the right of knowing that. They say even get a little bit arrogant as you hear this message. But when you feel those triggers within you that speaks to your soul, that tells you, those identifying markers of what needs to work on, don't deny it. Continue to ride along, but work on those bases, all right? So you've been going through a lot. You've been going through a lot. Not saying that you are struggling, but you've been going through a lot within your transition periods. And every here and there, Spirit feels the need to talk to you through certain signs and synchronicities, sometimes oracle and tarot readers, sometimes just watching a random video to directly impact you and let you know where you are, what's going on, and see if you can recognize yourself without being in a space of avoidance of that denial, right? So what we have here is loneliness, and you also have the Eight of Earth. You are completing so much, and when you hit those bumps in the road, Spirit said, do not let them knock you on your ass so hard that you feel that, not that you feel, that you live in the reality of defeat. Hear that. Do not let those bumps in the road knock you down so hard that you fall on your ass and live in the reality of defeat. Because they're just simply that. They're bumps in the road, they're curveballs, they're projection of others' energy. But you have to be able to recognize yourself. You have to be able to stay in harmony with yourself to realize that mistakes and missteps are necessary for you to be able to confirmation, for you to be able to see where you have grown from, right? So do not downplay yourself. Even if others come and tell you where you have made them feel, as they say, some type of way, because them saying some type of way is their inability to be able to identify and label their own feelings and their own experiences. Do understand that even those moments are opportunity and chances for you to learn. But Spirit would like to turn this message around and talk directly to you about you and your progress in the direction that you solely are heading. Because those who are around you right now may decide to drop the ball, may decide to jump ship. You may even have them walk the plank. You may even toss them overboard, depending on the levels of disrespect and laziness as you proceed forward in the direction towards your horizon. Okay, so the title of this read is going to be Removing the Limitations of Planning Ahead. Now, it was interesting that was the title of the read that was given to me before I even pressed play, before the cards was even laid out, because usually when I step into a read, I feel the energies, and then I may make a title that seems so off-putting that, due to the intentions that I send out, and due to the intentions that you send out for a message, by reading my titles, the read may have very little to do. It's kind of a what is that? Riddle me this, Batman type of thing that I tend to realize that I do with titles. My titles does not necessarily resonate with everybody. My readings are set with intentions. Um, and only, those who inquire for it will find them and know, right? It was very interesting because what was more interesting? What was more interesting is as I was shuffling these cards, notice this folded corner. Let me grab this for you. Notice this folded corner. I wasn't even shuffling hard, but there was a pause the moment that happened. And Spirit is saying that you are very dynamic and creative in most of your endeavors. But when it comes to you, you tend to relevate. Why are we giving me the word relevate? Is that even a word? You tend to well, we're going to go with it. You tend to relevate in the energy of hesitancy, of are you doing something well enough? Will anybody like it? And Spirit said that is no matter to you. Spirit really just wants you confirmation with the train. Spirit just really wants you to get in tune with yourself, stupid. Why do we get... Look, the reason why Spirit... See, and there go the no important message. Drop down low. Listen to how my voice cleared up even more. The reason why Spirit is constantly calling you stupid is because they are trying to shake you as if it was an intention to have trigger warning, shaking baby syndrome. Like you are an adult baby and they have been shaking you so hard, trying to draw your attention to steer yourself completely and selfishly in the direction of your own. It does not matter how anybody is going to take it. Just like how I said about the titles of my videos. Yeah, I know that I can do what would be obvious to the mass. They this, they that, this person, and, like trigger people and feed off of the obvious that I know that, oh, Spirit, the obvious that Spirit deems to be small-minded people because of them not following and abiding by their own choices in life, but them regulating themselves based off of reacting first and asking questions later. But Spirit said with you, you tend to ask a lot of questions. And that's great. That's awesome, right? To ask questions, to know what you're getting yourself into, aligning confirmation, aligning yourself with intentions, with purpose, right? But in this realm, Spirit would like for you to selfishly just go for it. Just go for it. There is no need for you to be shown as perfect when you are doing something purely for yourself, purely with the intentions of yourself and your self-pleasing. This is a relationship and a coexistence with you and yourself, and your spirit guides and your ancestors are there, and the archangels, baby, everybody coming in. The animals, all that, honey, they all want you to get in tune with yourself, stupid. You know what love feels like from you, for you, with you. We have aloneness. And what I love about this card so much is that he's looking dead into the light, dead into the soul of itself, dead into the rebirth, dead, the rebirth of himself, of herself, of their way of being, of what being in likeness of self means to that person. There's nobody else around. There's nothing else around. This is a blank canvas of your own desire and your own creative space. So all this time, and my ear is steady clicking, all this time that you've been trying to figure out what do you need to do to get up to par with yourself. Spirit said, just do it. what feels right in the moment. There's nobody else around. Now, yes, you may have kids, you may have other responsibilities and obligations. You know what to do with them. You know most of those responsibilities and obligations better than they know themselves. But where you are having difficulty at is you, because you're constantly attaching someone else's likeness and their preferences onto you. Now, I know in so many ways, okay, Spirit, let's act like we know them, right? Well, we do. But Spirit said, we know in so many ways you have detached yourself from others and you have identified yourself. But this part that you're procrastinating on, that you feel frustrated about, and this, whatever this project is, whatever this endeavor is, whatever this choice, this opportunity is that you are making for yourself, the thing that's causing your procrastination and your disengagement is that projection. You are projecting other people's energy into your sacred space. Hear that? You are projecting other people's energy into your sacred space. And what is assisting you in doing that is the old representation of yourself. Because you've been so familiar of the versions of yourself, of stopping yourself because of what other people would feel, had feel, and have projected on you. Spirit said, this is the time. This is the time and this is the experience where you're not getting rid of your old self. You are identifying that past version of yourself and what you used to live in and how that affected you. And now it's frustrating the shit out of you. Honey, I don't know why I'm not even in a space of crying, but for whatever, a tear just started literally, slowly, coldly flooding down my face. Just one single tear, that dramatic tear. Spirit said, you are being dramatic. You are seeing and getting that chance to feel that part of you that was being dramatic. Baby, listen, I didn't even know that I was capable of giving out a message like that. But come on, Spirit, let's lay it on them. And it's not even Sunday. But then again, the Spirit also said, for many of you, you understand that you're supposed to worship on Saturday, not Sunday. Okay? My worship day is Monday because it's Moon Day. And I love that. Okay, right here. Let's get into it. So Spirit is saying that you are that part of you that seems to be not perfected, that part of you that's in that avoidance space, that part of you that is in that preventative space is your past version of you clinging on to you out of fear. And Spirit said, keep going, keep moving. Now I'm feeling the emotions of crying. Okay, but we gonna hold it back. Not yet. But Spirit said, feel it, understand it. Have that conversation with yourself because now you are in that tough space of that relationship with yourself where you need to sit down at the table with yourself and not really have the conversation, but identify that conversation. Realize what that's all about. Realize what's happening. Realize what you used to be so caught up in that you didn't realize that was the part of you that you were working from. All right. So with me bringing up Moon Day, it's time to get into it. I'm bouncing around. I'm sure you can see my shadow dancing around. So excited. So excited. Okay. So you have the priestess here with Fool. Oh, and I feel like we've said a lot of this already, but we're going to get into it. Now, let's bring this. Oh, okay. So the Fool also has its own, baby, we about to bring both of these in closer. Okay. So with the Fool, notice how the riverbank down here is colored in rainbow colors. Rainbows, honey. It's a lot of magic waiting for you. And you're going to take that leap of faith. Take that, it's not even a leap, honey. It's not even a leap. Spirit say get fully invested and excited because your higher self is so fucking close to you. You are touching, babe. where we gonna put this? Your fingers are coming, like the energy of the reach between you and your current self and your higher self are reaching that. Feel that energy. They also say, rub your hands together. Rub your hands together. And okay, so rub your hands together and then pull do like this. You will feel the energy. And that is the energy between your current self and your higher self and where you are going. Rub your hands for as long as you want to and just feel that energy, okay? Because that's that void space. That's that void space that you and your higher self, you and your more enlightened self is coming to. Now let's look at this priestess. One side, now this is a well. This is a well, okay? Like wishing well, okay? One side is red roses, the other side is white. Spirit said you do not have to pick either side. You are standing on both sides. You have access to both sides. You can jump back and forth all you need to from your past self to your current self to your higher self because they are all working in collaboration and coexistence with each other. It's just that the responsibility is more so on the current version of yourself to be able to bring the meeting to order, baby. Okay. So with the priestess, what I love about this card and what I'm really noticing and invested in this card with is that there's a full moon behind this priestess that has her back, that is illuminating and bringing her into enlightenment of her authority, and not just her authority, but her identity. Though the priestess, notice that it doesn't say high priestess, notice the priestess, even though she knows so much, there is still more for her to learn. There is still more for her to tap into because your journey, your quest is not over until confirmation, until you're calling. And then once that timeline has ended here on earth, you're still doing more in the ethers. You're being cycled just like water, gas, liquid, solid, confirmation. And baby, that one came from under the rib. You are being recycled, okay? And the nature of yourself and the nature and the nurturing of your experiences that you get to implement into the lives and light of others. But Spirit wants you to selfishly look at yourself, love on yourself, invest in yourself, take away the attraction of what would attract others to you. And know that living in love with yourself means that not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to understand you. But those who get you, those who can discern for themselves of themselves, and in the acceptance of you will just be there and they will remain until their time with you is up. So Spirit is even saying your past version of yourself is haunting you with the representations of clinginess that they have experienced, that you have experienced. I'm feeling it. I'm floating on air. Cloud 9, cloud 19. Baby, listen. The representations of the clinginess of your past is holding on because your past is scared. It's not just that other people are scared and projecting onto you, or that they're worried that you are no longer going to be that character that you've been in their life and that they're going to have to audition others to take your place. No, it's also the past version of you that is clinging on for dear life because the past version of you is scared. The past version of you didn't know how to trust. There are many errors, ERAS, that there are many errors of your past that has experienced the errors, ERRORS, of you that you are having to parent now, that you are having to partner with now. And only your current version of yourself can give it the co-assignment and the security of approving that what you are doing has purpose and is necessary and is set with the intentions of patience, guidance, quality, value, and the pure genuineness of you. Now, remember, if If you ever feel triggered, go back to the energy of this King of Pentacles. Remember that whatever your triggers are, you are being supported in every direction that you are moving forward in. They said pull another one. Okay, we got plenty of cards on the table and they want me to pull. Come here. Come here. Honey, I feel the struggle. I feel the struggle. I understand. Honey. Then I say I feel the struggle. And now you got the 9 of Wands. We gonna set this 9 of Wands right over here. Okay? There is so much that you have fought through, that you have felt defeated from, but the fact that you have set the boundaries of yourself with the intentions, the fact that you have already displayed so much self-resilience. Notice how we say, how it's known. It's taken all these people to come against that one. And these are all men back here at that. Coming against this one, like she got a stick, she got a wand. They got guns, they got all type of pew-pews or whatever the heck the sensory is. There you have already shown your rights of passage. You have already been shown it. Okay? Spirit say we need to move about and go on because it's a lot for you to know. Okay, let me clear my throat a little bit. Go drink some water. Spirit said because it's on. Okay. Let me clear my throat. Okay. But okay, so moving forward, getting back in tune, stupid with the mess. They talking to me this time. All right. So with control and this 7 of Cups, you have control over your choices. You have the right to your options. Now, Spirit knows that you have been doing your best to avoid shortcuts, but they want you to understand some shortcuts are necessary. You have been disciplining yourself so perfectively, there it is, that's how I heard it in my head. Perfectively, you have been controlling yourself. But you have to look at things from a higher point of view. And I understand you're in this place of, so I've been looking at things. I've been very strategic in my planning. Spirit said you need to force this focus to understanding that, so you've been very disciplined of yourself. Spirit said you need to force this focus of understanding that some shortcuts are necessary because of the work that you have done with yourself. You've created shortcuts for yourself because of all of the discipline that you have done with yourself. So it's not saying that you, like for instance, if you are working on something on, let's say on a computer, on a laptop, right? And you already know, let's say for instance, Canva. You already know Canva with the back of your hand. And you already completed one project because during that one project, you learned Canva, you studied Canva. And when you go to your second project, you do not need to go research Canva all over again. You have studied, you have disciplined yourself, that now you can just fly through certain shit. And they say your mission is bigger than you. Your purpose is bigger than you. Because due to what it is and how you put it out, the others that it will touch, the others who do align with it, the others who are looking for it, are going to invest in you being you. They're going to invest in you being you. Oh my goodness. This is the one card back here behind the scenes that I did not read. And Spirit said that this is your avoidance space. Being ordinary. You feel being you is too ordinary. What can we put this? We're going to put that right there. Spirit said you being you feel it's just too damn ordinary. And the thing about it is that you're lying to yourself when you tell yourself that, and you know it. And the reason why you know that you're lying to yourself, so you have been lying to yourself. That's the one lie that you've been telling yourself. You got hella truths. You got lots of truths. You got earthly truths. But that's the one lie that you've been telling yourself. You know that you're not ordinary. Because if you are ordinary, everybody will like you. And everybody will hate you. All at the same time while they lying to you, telling you that they like you. Everybody would like you because you will be doing so much to try to fit in, trying to get in where you fit in. That's what's ordinary. Trying to get in where you fit in. But Spirit said that the sense that you've been lying to yourself about the fact that you're ordinary is the fact that you have removed yourself from being the capability of being selfish. Can you hear that? You have removed yourself from the capability and having the capacity to be selfish. You have the right to be selfish with your time. You have the right to focus on you. You have the right to those boundaries to say, you know what, this is my time for myself. I've done my chores. I've gave whoever the time that I was willing to give to them. I don't need to listen to this shit. I don't need to abide by it. I could say it respectfully without hurting your feelings. And if it hurt your feelings, then fuck it, that's on you. You have denied yourself the right to be selfish because being so concerned with how other people are going to feel based off the back of their experience with you. And Spirit said that's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose. Remember that going forward. And if you need to go back a little bit and rewind a little bit just to hear that said again, that is the whole purpose. Make them feel you. The only way you can make them feel you is by you getting in alignment with you and you feeling you. Spirit said, get in that balance. Get in that balance. Understand. Look, honey, I be forgetting what the heck I be putting on this table because I be channeling. I be channeling hard. Okay. Notice this woman. Okay, here with balance. And 11. Here with balance. Notice how this woman, she not scared of that bear. Why do I keep on saying scared? Oh, your inner child is also here. Because anytime I say a scared, it's your inner child. Anytime I say a scared, it's somebody's inner child. And there go a little child. That fox is even looking at this woman like, really? You not scared of that bear? Honey, bring in balance. Bring in the balance, okay? Maturity. And the four of fucking wands, baby. You've done so much planning with your future. Spirit said, leave this comfort zone. Leave this comfort zone. Yes, where you're at right now feels like such a comfortable place for you to be right now because you have fought through so much. You have been through so much. You even took in the messages of it's time to rest. Resting points. You've earned it. Yeah, and Spirit said now you done got so comfortable you even know this era, ERA of yourself. You know this era of yourself. You know this era of other people, ERROR of other people. You're it's time for you to elevate and move forward. And yeah, remember how scary it was for you way back when to even envision you being at this place that you are at right now? Honey, but now you're not scared. You're not scared and frightened, hiding under your covers anymore. You are scared in excitement. You are scared in readability. Is readability even a word? I don't know, but it feels good. You are scared in the sense of, I don't know what the fuck is to come, but motherfucker, I want it. I want it and I want it bad. I could taste it. Mouth salivating. Spirit said, get in tune, stupid. They've been shaking your ass. Saying, come on, Cletus. Come on. Okay. Babe. Spirit say, yes, you still have time for play. You do, because if you love you, loving you is easy because you're beautiful. Loving you is easy because you're fun. Loving you, people get, you know how back in the day when you were uncomfortable, whenever you saw people doing a PDA, public displays of affection, or you got uncomfortable in the sense of your desire of wanting to have public displays of affection. People understand that same energy is attached to you now. Now people are uncomfortable when they see you do public displays of affection with yourself. When you turn off your phone, or when you just don't feel like being bothered, people are bothered by your PDA with yourself. You know what? Matter of fact, it might be a change in the title. And Spirit said how easily the tables turn, how easily the winds will change. Just like, okay, this is 2026. Between March and April, and it's springtime, right? So you expect for it to go summer, winter, spring, fall, all throughout spring, right? But how easily we forget that this is what spring is about. Spring is about that transition from the cold season to the warm season, from the cold season to the warm season, and back and forth. Okay? So Spirit said, remember that. But it's okay for you to perceive what you're doing as ordinary and be amazed and be surprised and be gifted with something that seemed ordinary to you, seemed to be miraculous, and a savior seemed to be complex to others. But Spirit said you won't know that until you start, until you keep going. You've already started. Spirit said fucking keep going. Stop playing about yourself with yourself, because you're letting those projections of other people's energy come into your space due to your past dealings and versions of yourself. Motherfucker, they say get arrogant a bit. Okay? Should nobody be able to stop you from having that pride of yourself when you know that you've been working in that space? Confirmation with the belly. When you've been working, oh honey, I gotta eat, but Spirit, we do this when we can't eat until we get this done. The fact that you come off as arrogance to others is their problem, because once again, remember, you've been so disciplined. You asked questions, you researched yourself so in depthly, that why is it after you've done the math, you showed the equation, you showed your work, and you got the answer, and now that you showed your work and got the answer, you really gonna let somebody else come around and redo the equation and tell you, no, this go here and this go there, when you've done it over and over and over again, to the point that you can do this stuff in your sleep, that your dreams even look different? Baby, moving on about, you know better, okay? So here with the craftsman, this is what this overall message has been about. Your craftsman of earth is in reverse, okay? So, baby, how you connected the dots and didn't even know it. Okay, so King of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. This is why Spirit said keep this King of Pentacles upright, okay, in your mind as we go through this message. Because coming into this message, you were the King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm not even sure. You were this King of Pentacles in reverse. And it's up to you whether you're going to be the King of Pentacles upright or whether you're going to stay in reverse. Love on yourself more. Honey, take yourself on that vacation. And it's called living life. Living about it, being in action. Okay, Action Jackson. Whatever that resonates for you. Okay, educational purposes, entertainment purposes, use your own discernment. Honey, use your own discernment of if it's for educational purposes or entertainment purposes. It's for you. So here with suppression and the eight of fire. I really want to say 8 of wands, but it says 8 of fire. Honey, your ancestors, here with ancestors and knowing that ingness, really behind the ancestors it says nothingness, but it says ingness, okay? Ingness, ingness, okay? And the 5 of fire. Rebels. This is confirmation. This is a new challenge and a new obstacle of your lifetime. This is going to be something that you are going to remember because it's going to shock your emotional system so fucking hard. It is going to shock, it's going to send waves through the spirit realm, through the universe. What did it say? And baby, this is, ooh, let me see, what did it say? When you choose to make room for this in your life, the universe will respond by creating opportunities that support your soul's purpose and passion. I forget that was that, but Spirit said, look down. Okay, this is gonna send shockwaves through the universe, through the fucking universe. Okay, and it's going to tell the universe, yes, I'm ready. I know I'm worthy. I know this is for me. I don't even know exactly where it's taking me, but universe, place the opportunities in front of me. Universe, go ahead. Tell them that I signed up. Tell them, even blindly, the ingness, blindly. Just going into it, just jumping straight in with the fool, with the priestess, saying, I don't know everything, but I'm interested in knowing more. I'm interested in knowing, baby. Spirit said, turn up, get excited. You made it this far, hun. Listen, the completion of it all, and you don't even know what it is that you have completed. Affirm it. It is already here. They can't tell you what you aren't going to be because you can't even tell you where you're going. The universe got that. The universe has aligned all your troubles of your past and all your conflicts that's going forward, everything perfectly to get you where you need to go. Because remember, we was talking over here about the shortcuts. They know, the spirit already know which way you gonna turn. Even though you have free will, they know what you would do at each and every turn because of the options that they're laying in front of you. They just want you to make the decision. They want you to show them what you're in alignment with. Honey, I feel like, didn't I say I feel like we in church? Okay. Clinging to the past. I forgot that's what that said. I've been glancing over here, but I forgot. Clinging to the past. Messenger of air. Child. Mm, mm, mm. Spirit said, remove that veil. Remove that veil. You got the right to peek through. You got the right to shine. You got the right to go through all the back and forths, and you know how to calibrate your fucking self. You know how to calibrate yourself. And if listening to oracle and text messages, okay, oracles and text messages and tarot readings and everything helps you, okay, great, fine. But remember, you need to be able to have that time frame for yourself. Don't sit on your ass all day listening to tarot readers or oracle readers or whatever the content is. Are you the consumer or are you the creator? Baby, Spirit said, leave it there. Leave it there. Okay, bet them up. What do we have here? And it says, ooh, thief and destruction and intellectual richness, honey. Those who don't like what you're doing, they're going to disregard you and feel like you are a thief and that you are causing destruction and that you are arrogant in the sense of disrespect towards them. No, it's disrespect for themselves. Okay, because just like you had to look at your triggers and everything, and you had to focus on you and figure out you, honey, they got to do the same shit for themselves. Okay, doors opening, and then with intellectual richness, honey, Spirit say you better do what the fuck you need to do for you with you, and it says communications with the well. You are encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart. Bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones being with your loved ones being your past representations of yourself, your current representation of yourself, your future representation of yourself, honey. Remember, rub those hands together. Rub those hands together and feel that frequency, feel that energy. I need to put some lotion on my hands after I wash my hands and get the moisture back. Okay, so anybody who didn't know, which hopefully I hope you do know, after you wash your hand, immediately put on your lotion or put on your oils, and that way it's gonna help, go into your cells and all that other stuff to make them look nice and soft. Okay, I just got done washing some dishes, so forgot to do that part. But yeah, and it's okay. So with your loved ones, being every error and every version of yourself, and even a version of yourself that had errors. Okay, it is most important to speak your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power, honey, baby. Yes, Spirit said we are not going to take this one. They said, oh, there it is, fell right inside our laps. You are so much more closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You have been praying for this to heal. You have been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve, and this prayer will be answered soon. And then at the top, you have compassion. It is confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct. Okay? But it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others, and your potential is enormous. Rebels, I love you. And it says 2020 vision. Rebels, I love you so much. Okay, 2 extra cards. They said, pause the video and read those two to yourself, okay? And resonate how you need to. Rebels, I love and I adore you, and I am so blessed to have been able to give this message to you. And go do your thing, Rebels. Live your life. Make your life do what it needs to do for you, babies. Go, Rebels.